All right, cool. Well, good to meet you. I'm
Nice
Adam.
to meet
So
you.
you're in London?
Yeah, I'm in London for the next month and then I'm going back to Sydney.
Very cool. So talk about this creative period and this great new song. You went through quarantine and lockdown like the rest of the world, and you've got through
Yes.
that, and now you have all this music and this creative period. So just talk about getting through that and where you're at now.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been doing music for a long time, but kind of got distracted by modeling. And then during 2020, just went through a pretty bad breakup. And so did my best friend in London. And we had all of these emotions and wrote them down and created something from it. So, good that we got something good out of it. And from there, I've just been working on writing more songs. It's kind of snowballed into what it is now. I'm very lucky that I have a manager who has connections and things like that. So I was able to work with a very talented producer from the go. Um, and yeah, we've released two of the songs and have quite a few coming up next, which should hopefully be out soon. But
Very
yeah,
cool. And the new song is so great. This is Lovesick we're talking about.
yeah.
Is such a great song, and it's just so well done, and you sound so great. And I've listened to some of your other stuff, and it's all good, but it seems like it just seems so big and attention grabbing. How excited are you for what this song could mean for you in this next
I'm
phase?
excited. It's really nice doing like I've wanted to do this for so long, so it's quite surreal. And we've been sitting on the song for a good year now since it was written. So to have it out in the world is really exciting, and it's had a very positive response. So I'm very excited and very proud of myself for it, and really looking forward to what the future will bring.
And musically, what were you trying to do with the song in terms of the lyrics versus the music and what you hope people take away from the song?
I mean, the lyrics in the song are a little bit darker than the production, but I quite like doing that as a way to counteract that. I don't want it to just be a depressing song about a breakup. That's quite generic. But so I just wanted to use more upbeat kind of poppy production. It is the poppiest one of the things we've done. Because it is sort of the song is sort of me laughing at my relationship and my own stupidity in staying with someone for so long when I knew I wasn't happy. Um, so yeah, I wanted to counteract that all with a lot more just cheesier poppy production that makes it more catchy and not depressing.
When
Yeah.
did you know you had this musical talent? At one point, as a young girl, in the middle of your modeling career, when did you know this was also a part of your life that you wanted to do this?
I've been singing since before I can remember, like since I was very, very young. Music's always been a really, really big part of my life. I got scouted when I was 15 for modeling, and before that, that's all I wanted to do was just do music. But it was a really good opportunity that I couldn't really turn down. And then I got quite distracted by the industry and have been doing it for a long time now. But I just got quite bored a few years ago and realized I wasn't very fulfilled in my career is as a model. So
Mhm.
this is kind of something I'd always thought I'll come back to some point. I'll come back to some point, and finally did, and I'm a lot happier. So yeah,
How wonderful is it creating your own image now in videos and things like
yeah,
that, and following your own creative muse versus listening to whoever you may be listening to as a model?
yeah. It is really nice being able to create my own narrative and create my own art and body of work. It's very fulfilling. I feel like with modeling, I've been playing a character that someone else wrote in photo shoots and things like that. It's always a different creative director, different. The idea is it's not mine. I just show up, and so now to be able to write my own music and do things that are from the heart and that feel more authentic to me is it makes me very, very happy.
Where does that courage come from to kind of bury your soul in a song, like someone that can do like a Fiona Apple or a Taylor Swift that's willing to put themselves out there and turn that into art? Just talk about the catharsis of that and just kind of the courage of doing that, because not everybody could, or they hide behind things.
I mean, I'm quite bad at communicating my emotions and bearing my soul in real life in conversation. So to me, it is a way of communicating the way I'm feeling by creating something. So I don't actually feel like I'm being as vulnerable as I would feel saying those words, because there's a lot more to it than just the lyricism. It's also so many other different facets in creating a song, but it still is vulnerable, and it still is like very difficult to have that courage, but I feel like because it's a part of something else, it's a part of the music, I can separate myself. And once I've written down the things and then made the song, I feel like it's a good kind of way of, it's very therapeutic. It gets the thoughts out of my head. It gets the sadness out of my head and puts it into something else. Once it's on the paper, I can get rid of it. So it's not really, I don't see it as courage. I think see it as, but very cathartic, because it is just, a way of getting it out of my head.
And then bringing that to the stage. And that process, is that a whole nother mindset again? When there's something so personal, how much of that are you going through when you're singing?
I mean, it is personal, but it is still, it's the same thing, because once I have the song written, I don't feel like it belongs to me anymore, if that makes any sense. It's no longer mine. It just, especially once it's been released, that's the thing, because the process from going from writing the songs to releasing the songs to performing the songs is such a long time that by the end of the song, I still feel connected to it, but I feel usually I'm quite at peace with it. So sometimes when I'm singing the song, it can bring back those emotions, but for the most part, it still feels personal to me, but it feels like it belongs to the listener more than it belongs to me by that point. So
sure. How much fun is creating the visuals and doing the videos? As someone who's used to being on camera, it must be taking, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, it is so much fun. It's probably one of my favorite parts of the whole process. I was lucky that I got to work with one of my best friends on one of the videos. So it's still very different from a photo shoot, because it's video and you're singing, you can't just lip sync to it. So it's because you have to capture the emotion and things like that. But being able to, because it's not just a song to me, it's a whole project, being able to create a visual that matches it and really brings the song to life, it's so much fun. And it's more, it's not just an image, I like to create a story and things like that for the video. And working with Lovesick, it's just very, very fun to do, and it doesn't feel like a photo shoot, because it's also, again, it's my work, and it's something that I've created, a lot more passionate about it and know what I want from the whole video.
As someone who's jet setting between Australia and London and doing your thing and living your career, how important is success here in the States? How much of that are you building towards? How much of that have you let yourself think about?
My managers both are located in Los Angeles, so I will be going there hopefully either late this year or early next year. Yeah, it is definitely next on my list, because the market and the industry there is booming, so it's where I plan on going to next. Yes.
And after this will be an EP. You mentioned this collection of songs. This will be an EP. If you can put into words just thematically what you hope this EP will say about where you are now.
Well, the EP it's basically done now anyway. It's kind of, the new music it's quite introspective. I don't want it to be just simply about my relationships or anything like that. I want it to be, it's more about my relationship with myself and how I find myself projecting that into the relationships of others around me. So it's a lot more of a not diagnosis, but it's more about myself, and I'm making notes on that rather than just purely about a boy or about something like that. So it's a mixture of, it's a bit of jazz, a bit of pop. I'm very, very proud of it, and I'm really excited for it to be released.
Very cool. What's life like for you when you're not working so hard?
Pretty chilled out. I like to just hang out with my friends. I like to cook a lot. I'm not introverted, but I like to recharge. So I spend my time not working, just kind of relaxing and making sure I feel ready for my next social event. But yeah, it's like, I'm very happy with the rest of my life as well. And I am still modeling. So I don't really have too much free time.
Yeah, I'm sure. And what's the community like in Australia? Because everyone always bunches all the celebrities kind of together and figures everyone knows each other. And I know there is a little bit of that, but
yeah, it's a very close-knit kind of group, especially in the fashion and film and music industries in Australia. It is very, very tight-knit, but everyone's so lovely and so wonderful there. And also everyone in Australia travels quite a lot. So when I'm here, or when I used to live in New York when I was younger, it was just so many Australians everywhere you go. If you ever travel, you will just run into so many of us.
And what are your hopes and dreams for the new year after this is released in terms of the next phase and next stage with your music?
I would like to move to America and live in LA for a little bit. I'd like to work with, there's so many people I would like to work with over there. Write more music, do more performances. It is just mainly, yeah, about the music. I don't have many, I don't have specific goals. It's just about creating music that people can connect to and relate to. And that's what it's about for me and what it always will be about.
How many other videos are you planning to shoot for this EP specifically?
As many as I can. We've got so many ideas for them, and I really like incorporating like horror-y kind of things into the videos. So we've just been spitballing so many ideas for the new songs. Hopefully I can do a few more. It just depends on which ones, and we're still kind of just figuring out which songs we want to put in the EP to start, and then from there we'll go on to that. But I've got a few ideas, so hopefully quite a few more.
And could all this lead also to other types of acting and theatrical stuff? Is that part of the bigger picture of what you're doing?
It is an idea, but it's not right now. I'm mainly focusing on this. This is what I'm the most passionate about, is music. If it kind of fell into my lap, then I wouldn't be averse to it. However, it's not something I'm really going, I want to be an actress or anything like that. I would like to mainly just focus on music for now. That's a maybe. Yeah.
And a dream collaboration, if you could share a studio or the stage with someone in the coming months?
Mark Ronson, I would love to work with him. I love all of his work, and I think he's such a talented producer.
Very good. Well, congratulations on everything. Really digging the music, and look forward to hopefully then meeting you out in LA when you come out here, and we'll do something in person. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
My pleasure. Bye. Great stuff. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.